Welcome to the arcade, everybody. We're back in Railroader, and we are making our way up to Dillsboro right now. As you can see, we've got all the Alarka Junction cars in here. In other words, we wouldn't have much. We would not have much at all to deliver today. I'm not sure where this one is going into. Station stop. Station stop. What station? Whittier Depot. I'm guessing he's heading away from us. And I'm guessing I'm standing on the ground. So yeah, hopefully there's some lights built. Let's see here. Alarka Junction's in progress. We can now do signals Thomasville to Silva, or Thomas Valley to Silva, which we probably will do next time by. It's one car. Once we're done with all this. Because I want lights. That way, hopefully I can set these guys and forget them and they will stop where they need to. Supposedly there is a house in Bryson that has the control panel for all the lights in it. That is actually very interesting how they have that. But it goes to nowhere right now. So it does look like they are planning on adding some lines somewhere, somehow to all this. This is one of the... Oh no, they put a stop there. Oh, that's right. They're told to put a crossover in here instead, right? Yeah, right there. That little crossover there is the best design ever. That one is not ready to go. Just checking out some of these, you know, seeing what's ready to go, what's not on our way back through. And I still have no idea which way this passenger train is going. I think it's going westbound. Which is fine. Westbound's fine. I didn't look. How many sawmill cars do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 8 fits on that track. So And for the most part, we have no other cars. Once we get past Whittier, if you look, these front four all get dropped off at Dillsboro. Oh, then we do have a couple Bryson. Okay, I've got 2 Brysons, and then it's all Larka. And here we are coming into Dillsboro. Now for this one here, I've got to pull those 2 cars out because these 2 cars go behind it. And this one's ready to go anyway, so I didn't look. No, neither one of those are ready to go. So, okay, we'll just do a quick swap out here. Alright, let's get that off. And of course, that one needs air. Alright. So we'll hook up the air, no problem. And then we'll drop these 2 cars off right there. This is going to be a pretty straightforward run, especially from Whittier up to Bryson. In fact, actually, these 2 Locust Pines. Do I have room on that track? I do have room on that track. Okay. So that passenger train is headed west. It will be in Bryson next, and then we'll swap out its coal, refill it, coal and water. I'm not having it run the Alarka Junction stuff yet. The new ones. I want the air to release. Bingo. Yeah, for the most part, we're just dropping a bunch of cars off. I mean, not much else we can do unless we had a switcher, which once we start changing over to diesel electrics, I might bring a switcher with me so we can pretty much have the train stay on the main line and the switcher will go do all the switching and stuff. But I don't know how long that's gonna be. They're expensive. You know, I did not even check these. And I even own that one. Apply that brake. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop these two cars off. Oh, that one doesn't go sawmill. Okay. That one should be behind my train. Put that up to 45. We don't run slow. If we don't have to, I should say. Not like last episode where I needed a piggyback from the passenger train. But we don't talk about that. Alright, now we're gonna go grab those two cars. Now what I might do is I might just throw those two off on the siding here and leave them there. Try to remember to pick up on the way back through. Not that that'll work, you know. Trying to oil them as this is going. It's not working. So we'll oil them here in a minute, as soon as this hooks up. Alright, now that's trying to hook up. None of these companies take care of their cars. Damn, 40%. Glad I checked it, huh? 33, it's getting worse. Alright. Now that we got those two, let's go ahead and throw them off over here. And then we'll run up to Whittier and start going about our normal business, you know. Can't wait to see the lights. I really can't. Where is that train at right now? Okay. He is just getting into Bryson. I seen he was like going really, really slow, and I'm like, something doesn't seem right there. Alright, let's go to a map. Let's go all the way up here. Teleport. and you're coming up to that point. You are now Bryson, so you're going to stop there. In fact, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap to that train. He's unloaded, he's unloaded, alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and take control of him. Put him in the forward, release that. Shut that off. Start braking a little bit. Open the hatch on that. Got a little more braking. And there we go. Now while that's doing that, we're going to go ahead and oil this thing. And there we go. Let's go check in with this guy. Alright, while we're down here, let's make sure all this actually stayed true, and it didn't. Everything else should, so that's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and move him forward again. A little too early. Alright, now while he's doing that, we're going to go ahead, click this, click here. We're doing Silva, Dillsburg, Wilmot, Whittier, Ella, Bryson. And then we will go down here and join this guy for a little bit here. I'm not sure where pieces start, pieces end, you know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where the lights start and where the lights end. Alright, let's head up there. Is it done? It is done. Close that hatch. Alright, now we're going to throw you back on road. We're going to throw you in reverse. We're going to throw you there. And you are now done. How are you looking? So yeah, as we go up through here, I'm going to be watching out for signals. See where the signals start. Being this one says Thomas Valley to Silva, I'm going to guess it'll start around Thomas Valley. which we're not that far from, to be honest. That's Barker's. That's from, oh, maybe, oh yeah, there's Thomas Valley. It's on the other side of Wilmot. Nice view, game. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Now, is the other side through? Oh, yep, it is. It's coming out right now. Our 1 mile long tunnel. So yeah, once we get all the lights in, I'm not really gonna worry about what the passenger train is doing anymore. I'm hoping some of the things that they work on is more automation for like the passenger trains. And just so you guys know, 1 day is pretty much 3 episodes. I'm sure you guys have figured that out by now if you guys have been watching. We go from Silva to Whittier, swapping everything out as we go. And then we go from Whittier to Bryson, swapping out as we go. And then it's Bryson the whole way back to Silva, grabbing cars that need to go back to Silva as we go. I don't know how it's going to work once we get Alarka in there. Haven't thought that far ahead yet. Oh, the broke down truck that never leaves. That means we're coming up on Barker's, I think? We are. We're coming up on Barker's. Oh, I forgot about the randomized weather. I forgot I could randomize weather. Shoot. See, at the beginning of every episode, I'm supposed to roll a 6-sided dice. And I forget to do it all the time. Alright, let's roll it. We got 4, so clear, cloudy, cloudy 2. So it looks like we're going in fog today. At least for the morning, we're going to be in fog. keep forgetting about that. You guys got to remind me of this stuff. There is no dynamic weather, so we make our own dynamic weather. So like right now we'll run into fog. Next episode, hopefully I'll remember to roll the dice, and it might change to rain. It could change to back to cloudy. The fog could burn off. Fog might not burn off. You know. I've never actually ran in the fog before in this game. Alright, we're getting ready to come up on Wilmot. After Wilmot, we gotta start looking for the lights. Hopefully this fog will actually show the lights a little bit better. I have a feeling eventually I'm not going to be fast forwarding time or sleeping, so to speak. Because eventually I think this is going to end up being a 24/7 operation. We're going to have so many cars to move in a day's time that we're just not going to be able to do it. I mean, once I get all through all the milestones though, that's pretty much endgame. Alright, here we are going through Wilmot. We do have one car here ready to go, so we are going to have to remember that on our way down through. I'm not stopping and picking it up now. So I've got one at Wilmot, one at Dillsboro that needs picked up. And we might end up with cars scattered the whole way down through that we have to pick up on the way back. On our way back, it might be interesting this time. Might have to split it in two parts. Alright. I don't see any signals yet. The question is, where do the signals begin? Still no signals, so it might be at Whittier. In fact, it looks like it's going to have to be at Whittier. Okay, that train is headed the right direction. Just making sure. Alright, so we should be coming into East Whittier. You've got East Whittier and Whittier, even though they don't call it East Whittier anymore. It was East Whittier when it was a docking station. Yeah, there we're coming into that now, so just looking to see exactly where the lights begin. So the passenger train is slowing down. I'm not sure which stop he's at. If he's at Ella or if he's at Whittier. Alright, we're at Whittier now and I'm still not seeing any lights. The lights are installed, right? Maybe not. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any that would put lights here. The lights should already be here. Alright. Let's start planning this out while that train stops. Alright, so these are not done yet. Okay. The gondolas are not full yet. So that one goes up the whole way to where the gondolas are. So I'm curious where the lights start. Are the lights even installed? Oh, there are lights here. Okay, so the lights start here. Why would you... I don't get it. There's always going to be a part where the lights aren't. If you ask me, that's just silly that you would not have lights the whole way down through, including in here. Even though this is a yard, you should still have it on the main line. You would think anyway. I would think. I don't know for sure, but... Yeah, I don't know how all that works. Apparently I'm not supposed to either. Alright, we're still looking good on water and everything. Is there handbrake on any of these? Oh, I guess I didn't turn the handbrake on. Okay. This is the non-fun stuff, you know, the switching and everything. To me, it's not fun. But it is part of the train life, so... Yeah, I can't believe they don't put lights in here either to show that when the main line's blocked. If nothing else, it should show these two lines. Now, I know there are mods for this game. I might look into them if they're on Nexus. If they're not on Nexus, then I probably won't look into them, but if they are on Nexus mods, I might look into modding this, because I know there are other lights and stuff that you can get put in. There's different track layouts and stuff. Approaching sign. Huh? Hold up. I mean, it looks like he's at his destination to me. And he's got the all clear, so... Not sure what that's all about. Oh, crap, I gotta hook all these up. Wasn't planning on that. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's Whittier House. It does still need to be behind me, though. Alright, let's bring it to here. So what is this exactly waiting for? It says approach sign, 25 miles an hour. Not sure what that was all about. Now that it's moving, boom. Put you right back up to where you belong. Should be coming down through here any second now. Yep, there it is. Damn, he is cruising, isn't he? Alright. We're going to hook back up here, and then that's going to do it for this episode. We've already ran pretty long. Look, it's ballast. Same stuff. It actually is too. 40 tons of ballast. Alright. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us today. I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to join us in our Discord family. Link is in the description, and we will see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.